Hello, Professor Winston. The drug that I will be giving a PSA on is AMT. AMT first came about when the company Upjohn created a new antidepressant called Indopan, which contained AMT. This pharmaceutical drug was given to the Soviet Union, but soon after the drug was discontinued because after doing experiments and testing on rats, they found hallucinogen and stimulant properties. AMT didn't gain popularity again for another 30 years until the 1990s when people started to use the internet and soon found out about this new substance that gives you hallucination and gives you energy. AMT's real name is alpha-methyltryptamine, and this substance has a relationship to both psychedelics and amphetamines. The way AMT works is by binding to serotonin, dopamine, and non-epinephrine receptors. Inhibitors also react, which doesn't allow for monoamine neurotransmitters to reuptake the leftover chemicals in the synapses cleft. MAOI are also affected, and these control monoamine's degradation, so when AMT is in an individual system, it causes a flood of monoamines in the synapses cleft that are being untouched, which allows for the drug to last for longer periods of time. The route of administration also has a huge effect on how the drug is going to react to the body, because if AMT is orally administered, then only 20% of the drug will most likely come into effect. But if smoked or snorted, the effects will most likely be stronger. Some of the effects of AMT consist of impaired coordination, blurred vision, euphoria, bright colors, repetitive thoughts, increased energy, hallucinations, restlessness, panic, anxiety, decreased appetite, body aches, nausea, increased blood pressure, temporary psychosis, serotonin toxicity, and serotonin syndrome. The dose of AMT can range from 5 milligrams to 40 milligrams, but the higher the dose, the more of a psychedelic feeling rather than a stimulant feeling. It may take up to 3 hours for the drug to take effect, but when it does, it can last anywhere from 12 hours to 2 days. The ADME of AMT is it can be swallowed, smoked, or snorted. It's distributed to the muscular system and central nervous system. Age, weight, and gender have a huge influence on how fast the drug leaves the body, and there's still no determined half-life for AMT. AMT is excreted through the urine and rectally. The body system that is mostly affected by the drug AMT is the skeletal and muscular system. The skeletal and muscular system control movement. The muscular system is mainly affected due to the abundance of serotonin that comes with AMT usage. Some conditions that arise are hypertension and clonus. If some of these conditions aren't treated, they could possibly lead to death. AMT is scheduled as a Schedule I drug, which is in the same class as heroin, LSD, and peyote. AMT can come in many different forms. They can come in capsules, pills, powder, or even vials. The color of AMT can range from off-white, yellow, or even orange. A little fact about AMT is it has 3 different street names, which are alpha, digital, and spiral. Alpha-methyltryptamine is a substance that doesn't have as much research done as other substances such as LSD and MDMA. Most of the research that was completed in the 1900s for AMT is basically all the research done on it besides modern self-reports on the drug. This is actually odd because I would believe that due to how potent AMT is, I would think that we would be a lot more cautious about the potentials of AMT is very dangerous and under the radar drug. Without the spread of awareness, then people will be walking the streets having no idea what type of drug or substance they are encountering. In my opinion, I feel like PSAs are mandatory for all types of drugs, especially since in this day and age where new exotic drugs are constantly being developed. Thank you for listening.